All right, so continuing on with our lesson about key signatures. Key signatures follow a specific order of how sharps or flats should be written. Luckily, there's a useful phrase that can help you with both sharps and flats. For sharp keys, the phrase goes as follows. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. F sharp for father, C sharp for Charles, G sharp for goes, and so on. The order of sharps is always printed in this particular order as to avoid confusion and to keep some consistency when reading these symbols. For flat keys, same phrase, just said backwards. Battle ends and down goes Charles's father. Order of flats can be shown over here. B, E, A, D, G, C, and F. Battle ends and down goes Charles's father. Chamber orchestra, this should look familiar. These patterns and these orders coincide with the circle of fifths and fourths sheet that was handed out to you. So far, we've only focused on major key signatures because this is what you first run into in your method books. We typically think of major key signatures as happy, cheerful, and or bright sounding. For example, here's happy birthday in a major key. I would definitely open up the link in your slideshow so you can take a look at this really cool orchestral arrangement of it. For each major key signature, there's also a relative minor key signature. We typically think of major key signatures as sad, dark, and or depressing. I know there's actually a typo here. It's supposed to be saying minor key signatures. Here's a link as well for happy birthday, but in a minor key. I would check that out as well. A relative minor key signature uses the same notes as its relative major key signature, but starts 3 half steps or a minor third below its relative major key. We'll get into some of the intervals in another lesson. So here are relative major and minor key signatures laid out on a chart. For C major, which has no sharps or flats, A minor is its relative minor key. So if you were to start a C major scale on the note A, you would get an A minor scale. For G major, you get E minor, and so on. Both scales, the major and the minor version, share the same key signature. Major keys are usually indicated with uppercase letters, and minor keys are usually indicated with lowercase letters. So if you take a look through all these examples here, the major key starts with a capital letter, and the minor key has a lowercase letter. All right, our next lesson will begin on scales and scale degrees. So make sure you go back and look over a lot of the stuff involving key signatures. We'll have some materials for you to review it as well. Thank you, everyone.